วันนี้เราอยู่กันที่ Cheltenham Ladies College หนึ่งในโรงเรียนหญิงล้วนชั้นนำของสหราชอาณาจักรทีม Britannia ได้รับโอกาสพิเศษในการเข้าเยี่ยมชมโรงเรียนพูดคุยทั้งกับนักเรียนชาวอังกฤษและนักเรียนนานาชาติและช่วงเวลาที่พิเศษที่สุดของวันนี้คือการที่เราได้พูดคุยกับอีฟ จารินยัง Executive Principal ของโรงเรียนเพื่อค้นหาว่าอะไรคือหัวใจสำคัญที่ทำให้ CLC ได้รับการยอมรับจากครอบครัวทั่วโลก
I guess first of all, can you tell us about Cheltenham Ladies College?
Yeah, Simon, thank you. So we are nearly 175 years old and we are a town centre, 36-acre dispersed campus in the middle of a lovely Regency town. Many boarding schools are on beautiful campuses, but they are often on the perimeter of a more built-up area or on the edge. Or indeed, they are almost the destination school, the destination because they're in a more rural area. So we're actually very unusual in being 600 boarding, 200 day pupil school in the centre of a town. And that's partly because Cheltenham grew up around us. We've been here for so long. Of course, we're a bit of a festival town, and these will be periods of the year in which over 100, 200,000 people will come in over about a 10-day period to listen to really stimulating ideas and talks. For us, we partner with the festivals in that they use our big facilities. So actually all our students and staff and parents get to not only be part of the school, but we have quite a permeable membrane then into the town that we sit within. Not only those sorts of relationships to access the amenities of the town for positive synergy of educational stimulating experiences, art exhibitions, things like that, but also actually for the boarding students to not feel remote or cut off from real life. Notice I'm doing real life because what is real life? I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation, isn't it? So bearing in mind the premise of all our educational approach is preparing our girls for the world we believe they're going into, as opposed to the world we went into. Temptation is to shape everything to your rearview mirror, but actually if that's the changing nature of employment and these are the sorts of change that in their lifetime, it's another wave of change will come with AI, another wave of change behind that for all sorts of different reasons. Actually educating a generation with high metacognition ability, so the ability to learn how to learn, is the greatest yield for them, because rather than teaching for this reality that we can't see very far ahead with any certainty, if you focus on giving people the capacity to adapt, not just the resilience intellectually, but actually the emotional and psychological resilience to let go as well as to embrace. The school that we are is looking beyond factory gate outcomes, beyond the A-levels or the IB results, and delivering into the world, an army of incredible young people who actually know how to exercise their freedoms, know how to do deep listening, as well as having something compelling to say, the balance and building that bravery, that concept, and the ability to let go, the ability to mourn for the loss of the world that they thought they were going to have that isn't going to be possible, but not be crippled by grief, to allow for the whole range of human emotions to enrich us. That's you can't measure that in league tables. Our 800 girls at the moment come from 600 different schools, which means that their journey towards our admissions tests and their journey past those into our classrooms and our boarding houses or day houses has come, sort of 600 little pairs of feet. And that means that there is no one uniform set of expectations that teachers have when they meet everybody. It means that we, from an admissions point of view, we want to meet each girl where she is, wherever she is at that time. We don't have a cookie cutter mould or shaper to say, I wonder how well you're going to fit into this little mould. We're saying to ourselves, first of all, welcome. The fact that you're interested in this school at all means your parents have already thought about what we're saying about ourselves and thought that's interesting to our family. There must be enough resonance with our family values to make it worth an inquiry, a registration, say some some admissions kind of process. So we're already actually more aligned than it might seem already, and that's a wonderful baseline to start from. So then it's actually things like, tell us about what you're learning at the moment. Our teachers are so experienced and capable and open-minded. We teach IB, we teach A-level, we have a global outlook, and we love the differentiation of the girls that come through the door. So we can adjust in a conversation with an 11-year-old, 10-year-old, 13-year-old, 15-year-old, doesn't matter. They're all wonderful to talk to. You never have a dull conversation, that's for sure. You probably know that already. It's never dull. And we're looking really for attitudes of mind. So firstly, try to get them to relax so that they're not worried about, did I say the right answer? Maybe someone was trying to coach me for this interview, and did I do well enough? Did I read the press this morning? What President Trump did today? I don't know, some version of this. And that's okay, but actually we're almost saying, fine, but let's meet you. In our committed mission statement for the school is the word self-determination. And this is actually quite critical because we want to encourage, guide and support girls in becoming self-determining young women who have the capability to be self-determining. That means I can make my own decisions. I feel confident to choose. The irony being the smarter you are, the better education you have, the more supportive your family is, the more self-belief you have that you can do anything you turn your mind to, the more permutations of options there are. It's overwhelming. So we're educating the best informed generation that has ever lived from greatly supportive and inspiring families. That can be an overwhelming amount of choice. Almost like, how do I decide? I'm gone paralysed. I don't know how to decide. So self-determination gives us permission to start helping that girl to navigate the landscape of choice. Leadership for its own sake is a bit of a suspect god to follow. Why do you want to lead? Is it about power? Is it about control? Is it about status and rank? Or does it emerge from a place of belief in the cause, or belief in the need for leadership of a situation which is chaotic and causing suffering? Because you can emerge, your leadership can emerge into that space for more altruistic reasons. And I believe that not every girl who comes here, who we want here, will be a natural leader. They don't have to be a leader to be proud of them. I think the world needs followers. We need girls who are capable of leadership if they choose to, content to follow if that's their preference, or life puts them in a situation where that's the only thing they've got to do at the moment. Do it well. Do it with grace.
หลังจากได้พูดคุยกับ Executive Principal ทำให้เราเข้าใจได้อย่างชัดเจนว่าสิ่งที่ทำให้ Cheltenham Ladies College โดดเด่นไม่ได้มีเพียงประวัติศาสตร์อันยาวนานหรือชื่อเสียงระดับโลกเท่านั้นแต่คือความมุ่งมั่นในการพัฒนาศักยภาพของนักเรียนทุกคนให้เติบโตเป็นผู้หญิงที่มั่นใจกล้าคิดและกล้าที่จะสร้างสรรค์พร้อมสร้างความเปลี่ยนแปลงระดับโลกในอนาคตและนั่นคือเหตุผลที่ CLC ยังคงเป็นมากกว่าโรงเรียนแต่เป็นสถานที่ที่หล่อหลอมผู้นำหญิงรุ่นใหม่ให้พร้อมก้าวสู่เวทีระดับโลก